Hello there. Namaste, namaskar. Welcome new viewers and my lovely moonians. I am Akriti and this is Gypsianmoon. So today we have a pick a card reading inspired by the upcoming full moon in Libra, which is occurring on the 16th or on the 17th of April, depending on where you're located. And overall, it's a timeless pick a card reading for the full moon, as full moons are really good for completions, reflective work, and for releasing. So today the question is, what do you need to energetically release out of your life? And as a bonus, we will be seeing what advice is coming in. So as we are releasing something, we are also taking away something that we can add into our life. Alright? This full moon is going to be quite intrusive in a way, where we will be becoming aware of our dark feelings, habits, bad habits also, or obsessions and all of those things which makes our shadow selves. So it only felt right to do a pick a card reading to understand what to release during this time, during any phase of full moons as well. Alright? So there are 3 cards in front of you, pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. See which one are you feeling drawn towards. The close-ups will be next. I'll see you soon. Hello pile 1. For those who were drawn to this artwork over here, it's still unfinished, but some things I just wanted for it to breathe. So there's a small dove also over here. I'm seeing this after such a long time, my god. This has the energy, a combination of Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups coming in. So emotions and a sense of command which you may be striving for or increasing in your life. This one was like inspired by power, confidence, grace. So let's just keep this aside and see which one energetically, what is coming through into our attention for pile 1. Spirit, we are ready. What do we need to release now? Speak to us clearly. Pile 1. Thank you. So we have blossoming abundance coming in with number 3. I'm going to keep them the way they've come out. We have man holding a coin coming through with 43. And we have woman holding a coin, number 42 coming in. What interesting. We have a couple over here. So with these cards coming in, I went into a statue mode because I was trying to figure out what is being told over here. There are a few things coming in as a prevention, but overall this is saying there's abundance which will be flowing into your life. So stop chasing it in the sense of monetarily. Don't put in so much attention on materialistic gains, materialistic security. abundance, wealth includes everything. That kind of a spectrum is coming in. For some people, don't worry about the results because it will be coming in manifolds. The blossoming abundance is a garden. The gardener put in the effort of creating, taking care of this garden which is there, which is blossoming slowly and steadily. Don't run. Or one thing, shortcuts, don't do those. Avoid getting tempted. One thing, I don't know, this is intentions or something else, but right now it's coming out in a different way. Avoid the temptation of putting too much money in short term schemes or quick money schemes. Just be aware of it. It's something which is coming in. And when you are going into a financial investment, if you're thinking of certain kind of investment of energy, resources, however, use your own intellect, intelligence, or at least do your own research. Don't just go on the words of others, suggestions of others. Do your own Reiki as well. It's now time to release the mentality of lack, getting worried that you don't have enough. Release that. Very simple thing. Sometimes we just overlook it, but at the back of the mind, it keeps on going. Like, that tally or the comparison or this thing that we are forever in that wheel. Like, this is just saying stop obsessing about money. The moment you stop doing it, like obsessing over it or obsessing over how less you have, the moment you'll stop doing it, the well of wealth will start swelling, is what is being said over here. For some people out there, it's time for a particular partnership to come to an end, for a more matched or a more promising partnership to flourish is also something which is coming in. One more thing, if you have been over splurging, then just do a little bit of budgeting. And the fact that greater success is on its way, and it'll happen more when you start taking control of your own finances and act. One thing which is also coming in is that, let's see the way the abundance is here, and there are two people of similar nature or similar school of thought, who are kind of blocking it, safeguarding it, or something coming in as a wall. So just be a little conscious of critical or demanding people around your life, and always remember that you alone determine who has real power in your life. So regain control of your life is something which is coming in. Release the need of pleasing other people or being too conscious of what other people will think, that you postpone a blessing. One, at a crux level, what is also coming in is that now is the time that you consciously release all that which emotionally overwhelms you. If you're having certain kind of conflict with a family member, it could be time that it's time to let it go now, or resolve things now for the conflict to come to an end. Release people who may be manipulating you. At least take your attention, the amount of power that you give to them, take it back is also something which is coming in. Release the need of taking everything personally is also coming through. I just heard someone sing, a voice echoing, release unhealthy bonds which create a sense of starvation. It's time to release people who don't resonate with you emotionally, is also something which is coming in. Alright, as an advice, definitely it's now time to gravitate towards people you resonate with energetically, emotionally, philosophically. It's now time to bring in more calmness in your life, emotional calmness, also self empowerment, and mental emotional clarity, energetically, also. And to attract healthy and stable people and relationships in your life. It's time now. Alright, we have Kuan Yin coming in with care and compassion. Choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. And this is an energy of give and receive, also coming in with the community that we were talking about. And also, this card also talks about bringing a loving, heartfelt energy to yourself and then in turn to others as well. It's now time to stem new seeds of compassion. It's now time to also release any toxic connection and know that you are free to define and value yourself no matter what. Release the fear of judgment. It's now time also to welcome support and assistance coming in from those who truly love you, who actually have good intentions for you. You will also be now, as you come in sync with yourself, as you believe in your own financial goals as well, there will be avenues opening up for you, new avenues which will be opening up for you, and people will be connecting you to those of influence and who could bring you golden opportunities too, is something which is coming in. With all these cards coming in, you could be meeting someone through your work also. That is also something which is coming in. But a very good time, a portal in the next 6 months, you can plant new seeds for a lifelong or a very good business partnership also. So be open to that too. And that the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So it's now time to smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy the overturn. Alright, this card, the message coming in before we close it. You are all love. If you are finding it difficult with anyone at the moment, the best way you can move forwards is to go beyond wanting to understand why or how they are the way they are. Just move beyond their behavior, mistakes, and challenges. This card brings a message of friendship and care, helping you see that those around you do have the best intentions, even if it doesn't always seem the way. Move into compassion and develop a greater understanding. This will elevate your spirit and connection to love coming through. So we are releasing negativity, toxicities, manipulations, and animosities, and paving path for love, miracles, success, and abundance to enter our lives now. So that is what is coming through. Hope you have a blessed time ahead. Love, light, and beautiful blessings to you and yours. Until next time, Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely moonians. Hello, pile 2. For those who were drawn to this imagery, looking at it, this is asking me to tell you to let go of any kind of fear that you may feel in terms of interacting, understanding your emotional world or your shadow self. It's now time to open up and to also understand the difference between flowing and drifting. So if you find yourself in a particular aspect in life that things are drifting at this moment, stop wasting your time. It's now time to release those things and be more in flow with your life. Release the fear of prosecution. It's now time to be fearless and speak up. It's now time to release the need to repress or suppress. Alright, so let's keep this here and quickly begin with what's coming in. What do we need to release for pile 2? Spirit, we are ready. Thank you. So first card coming in, we have victory coming through, number 28. It's really interesting. All the cards are coming in so positively, like they're saying something, and the reverse of it is what we are releasing. So any fear that you have in terms of the outcome, release your fixations on any kind of outcomes. And it's also now time to believe in yourself. Let go of the self-doubt. Release the... If you find yourself feeling nervous when competition arises, need to release that by instilling more faith in yourself, by believing in your capabilities, in your abilities now. Or even to understand how to embrace uncertainty, as that is a part of the process, and not succumb to it. Alright, and we have the garden and the gate coming in with number 30 coming through. It's also now time to release procrastination, to release analysis paralysis, to release this grasp of comfort zone, to bring in more positive transformations into your life. It's now time to release any questions that you have upon your own self-worth. One more thing which is coming in, it is now time to release the faces which have haunted you now. You are becoming aware of a particular karmic contract which is coming to an end. It's now to release that energetically as well. Karmic bonds energetically. We are releasing any negativity and sending it back to its rightful owners. That energy is also coming in. One more card, please. Thank you so much. And we have yin and yang, with the yang coming through with number 22. It's now time to release the need of banging on closed doors in a way is coming in. They went on in many ways, like stop hitting your head against a wall, that kind of a thing. If someone is closed off, release the need, that innate need of proving yourself to that one person who cannot see your true value. That is also something which is coming in with this one. For the time to take action is now coming in. For you to invite universe in is also coming through. It's now time to release self-doubt. If you have been deliberating or contemplating for a very long time, in order to release that stagnation, it's time to start taking actions. Small, small steps too will do. It's now time to showcase your driving passion is also something which is coming in. Take inspired actions. Release your worries. Release the whys. Release the when. Release the hows. Surrender. And follow your free will. And do acts of goodwill. It's now time to release the focus you may have on one specific outcome and set your sights on another, or to aim higher. One thing which comes in with this one, while this also talks about, in its own upright state, talks about a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time, it asks you to be aware the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden, the garden that has been created, which is blossoming with abundance. The choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or a fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. And with the yang coming in, it's time to take action, to step out of your comfort zones, to travel towards newer horizons. It's time to shift gears, to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. So it's time to step out of your comfort zone. That is also something which is coming in. While a particular habit is giving you the comfort, it is not aiding you in the long run. So become aware of it. For it is time to let go of that pattern or habit. Release the grasp of that negative inner voice, because negative saboteur is no longer worth your while. Alright, let's see what guidance is coming in. Take balanced steps. A bit of temperance is coming in, but it's more like emotionally also. No longer being fidgety, but taking more stronger decisions. And allowing yourself to be on your path and to live your life truly as well. We have Odin coming in with psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition coming in. It's time to take charge. Lead by example. To walk your talk now. To put your words into actions. I'll just read what Odin says. Let me just find him. With Odin coming in, this says you are being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. Look within and follow your intuition or psychic visions. You may want to plan ahead at this time. It's important to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. There will be signs and symbols from the light to tell you that you are on the right path. Be aware of winged beings gracing your path as a wink from Odin and the light keepers to say that they are honoring your work. After all, we are all creators of our path. with the amount of focus and everything which has been going on, with the energy which is around, like in the background, it's a little bit of that awakening, epiphany kind of a tower moment which jolts you awake, that kind of a thing. So anything which was in a haze, we were like, chalo rehne do, how do I say that, oh, let it be for now and all, whichever we were pushing under the rugs for some time, especially other people's actions also, or things that we were putting aside because we'll do it tomorrow, we'll heal this tomorrow in a later day. The time has now come to face it, face yourself, and to move ahead of it and not be evasive anymore. It's time to remember how powerful you really are. And with the best possible outcome, focusing on that, like you know where you're going, where this is headed, kind of a thing. And not getting fixated on a particular thing to be happening in a particular way. All those nitty-gritties will only slow down the whole process of it, your journey towards victory. For it is yours. Believe it to be true, and then go ahead, make your decisions and take actions according to that. Quieten the rants of the ego self, that voice which is stemmed from fear. It is important to have that part of us also, because instinctively we are protecting ourselves. But when that protection starts triggering us or limiting us or our point of view, it's time to allow the ego self to be in service to our higher self, which is why we are talking about the psychic insights, following our intuition and all of that. Don't be afraid of the light, of the supernatural or the metaphysical or the spiritual. Also, one thing, just ask yourself, whenever you have this thought, just before we are ending this, after this, before the next time that you start fearing of something not happening, immediately, you don't have to push that aside and everything, but then to have a conversation and bring it into a healthier state of mind. Think about what you're doing today to make that happen tomorrow. What are you doing today? How are you utilizing today? And are you taking actions out of fear, being led by your ego self? Or are you being led by your higher self? Release the self-limiting thoughts. It's not benefiting you. Because your scope is limitless. So that is what is coming in. Do let me know your thoughts, and thank you so much for your precious time. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful time ahead. Love, light and beautiful blessings to you and yours. Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely moonians. Hello, pile 3. For those who were drawn to this artistry over here by me, which is unfinished, but the whole concept was Two of Swords. So could be you're finding yourself in a confusing state, or maybe even like certain things which are just suddenly becoming very clear is like, where is this coming from? I also feel with the Two of Swords coming in, it's now time to further gain a perspective. You need to separate yourself from the situation, from the person, energetically or even environmentally. Separate yourself from that, the grasp of all of it, to clearly understand, or also like it's important. There's so much going on. It's time to now quieten that noise and listen to your inner voice is also coming in. So let's just keep this here and see what's going on. What do we need to release, Spirit, for pile 3? We are ready. Alright. The first card coming in is strategy coming through. And we have Angel of Balance coming in. So Angel of Balance, when it comes in reverse, does talk about us focusing on one thing, getting a little too one track mind on a particular thing, pushing that forward, putting day in, day out all the attention on that. But it's very important for other things also to give each and every other aspect of your life equal amount of time, effort, and attention, or at least from time to time, because it's causing certain kind of imbalance. So also releasing whatever is creating imbalance in your life, confusion in your life, temporarily also separating yourself so that you can regroup with your own self, get in touch with your thoughts, because it's now time to start doing something about it. It's time to release overthinking and start journaling. It's now time to release anything which is out of proportion in your life. It's time to release the lack of self-acceptance or self-care. It's also time now to stop, to release this act of putting yourself last. Because there is a avid need of reshuffling your priorities and also to put yourself first as a priority. It's now time to release stress and situations or relationships which cause stress, anxiety. It's now time to release certain things or particular thing that you may be overindulging in, that may be causing an imbalance. There is a particular kind of obsession which is creating a certain imbalance in your life, and we need to release those obsessions or obsession that needs to be released or toned down a little. It's now also time to release toxic patterns. Also, with the strategy coming in, it's also time to release the fear of failure. One more card, please. What does pile 3 need to release? One more card. Fear of love also. And fear of unconditional love. There is the sense of fear of missing out. And then this severe focus on getting things done, achieving those particular milestones which are on your checklist, and at the end of it, not really planning things ahead. See your progress holistically now. Because happiness is not a destination. It is achieved now. Alright, one card, thank you. We have, talking about love, we have love coming in. This card also, when it comes in reverse, it also again talks about someone who does not prioritize or give so much to others that there's nothing left for this person. So release this tendency of overly pleasing others or putting others before yourself also, before your health also. Sleep more, drink more water. Make sure that you're well rested. It's almost like someone who's focusing completely on work and emotionally is not doing anything. This could be you, this could be another person who's coming into focus. You can keep pushing aside the emotional work or healing that needs to be done. Like, I'll do it later. Right now, life is too fast and I have too many things going on. Love cannot be a distraction. Well, guess what? You have pushed it outside, but it will always come back. Once you've achieved it, let's just say, once you've achieved it, put in like 4 years, then again, the need of this will come in. Then you'll start from scratch. So if you want to do that, but have a realistic approach is something which is coming in. Just because you're confused about someone, and maybe your career is taking off and everything, just remember that this person will not wait for you forever, no matter how loving this person is. Don't take anyone for granted, and vice versa. Don't let anyone take you for granted as well. You need to show that this person means something to you, that you value them, or this person needs to showcase that they value you in the now too. It's important, no matter how career-led you are. Because this kind of imbalance, or this could be also reversal, if you're focusing too much on love, how things are not working, and not being able to put our focus on career, there's an imbalance there too. So whichever side of the scale this is being brought into focus, you know what I'm feeling? Just a thing, just which is coming in, not saying this is you or the other person, just listen to it as an open thing. It's almost like an unstable person. I'm not talking really mentally, it's like just overall an unstable person who is expecting stability from the other person but not providing it, enjoying the stability the other person brings in but not really giving it to the other person as well. And then when this person acts triggered or imbalanced or impulsive or a little aggressively, there's passive aggressive energy which comes in, and this person's like, oh, how can I give you stability when your moods are fluctuating? That kind of a thing is coming in. Open your eyes. As simple as that. I'm saying all of this from a very loving place. Always. So anyways, the advice now is to get clear, start planning, and have a more holistic approach. Also, one thing, if you feel someone is taking you for granted or whatever it is, right? Who may be very quick to criticize but will never admit, or takes a lot of effort to admit their own mistakes. Release those people out of your life, or at least set some boundaries. And don't buy into this emotional chaos. For your soul longs for emotional peace, and you deserve honoring also. See, I was talking about whether this is about connecting with your emotional world. I was saying that, and this one coming in reverse talks about a disconnect, or even total shutdown regarding your emotional world. So it's time to open up and know that and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy they bring up, whether it's anger, grief, or utter bliss. You can be comfortable in their experience and in their expression. That is also something which is coming in. Open up to your emotional world. Don't be closed off to your own self. Your emotional side is a very big part of you also. Stop running from yourself, or somebody got to stop running. All right, so let's see what's coming in as an advice for pile 3. Interesting. We have Mercury coming in with open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. It's time to use your logic. And also to be flexible and to go back and see whether or not the plan that you have started off, is it working? Does it require any kind of fine tuning, whether it's in the details or something or the other? But keep going back, rechecking whether or not it is still up to date. Someone just said, if you're choosing to remain silent, check again. Is it working for you or against you? Is something which is coming through. It's time to rise up and honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. You're being gifted the power of transcendence. Because the haze needs to go now. So the open communication is like, just have a healthy conversation, especially in a love situation. What are your expectations? What would you like this person to change perhaps? I don't know. What will you be wanting to change? How will you be adding value to the connection? How will they be adding value to the connections? What are your expectations and everything? It's time to stop fearing. What is meant to be will be, right? So just let go of the fear of losing out on someone that we're not speaking only. Not everything needs to be normalized. Remember that. Alright, let's just read a little from Mercury, what he has to say. Alright, this says, open all levels of communication now. Important messages, information, and insights are being shared. You may hear from an old friend or family member, or have an opportunity to finally understand a loved one you've not had an easy time with. You may be able to clarify situations where you feel you weren't heard properly or were misunderstood. Get things off your chest in a loving way so that you can clear all the roads to love in your life. Listen to. Communication is a two-way street. Mercury is here now to allow you to hear clearly and be heard. See, there are two cards which are coming in for journalism, writers, poets. I don't know, like if there were, see, there's this, I don't know how to say this, like, in order to heal miscommunications that have caused distress, journaling will also be very beneficial. Like before having a conversation, if you have a lot of pent up energy within yourself, write those things down. So once it's out, you can edit what you want to say. At least the initial anger tones down so that we can speak more clearly, calmly, in a loving way, yes, but not always, but at least in our power, stable in our stance, roaring to soar now. See, if you have been feeling confused, you could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. The indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self doubt that have been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirit guides you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make the honoring choice. It's now time to release fragmented and confused energy so that you can bring in new structure to your plans and your life. Because now is the time where it's going to become very clear, even if you didn't know what to do in the past, your soul has been trying to guide you all along. Open up to the potential of this time and create some clear and powerful intentions regarding your new choice. Then let yourself move forward with purpose and personal power. Release the fear and move forward with courage and trust. Keep co creating with the universe now and always. So, that is what is coming in. Do let me know if this resonated with you, and thank you so much for your precious time. Hope you have a wonderful time ahead. Until next time, love, light, and beautiful blessings to you and yours. Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely moon.